Hey yogis, today's class is going to be all about the side bodies. It's going to be a shorter flow today, but we'll get straight into it. So first, just find a comfortable seat. I'm going to encourage you guys coming to a cross-legged position. And once you've found that comfortable seat, lift up through the crown of the head away from your sitting bones. Allow your shoulders to drop down and almost back. Just start to feel the cooling sensation the inhale offers your belly. Just before we start moving, really work on that exhale, getting rid of all of that stale air from the bottom of our lungs. We'll take just one more long inhale. Breathe all the air out. And bring your hands in front of you, link your thumbs. And then on your next inhale, reach them as high up towards the sky as you can. Find this real lift. And then as you exhale, slowly tip to the right. A big breath in is going to bring you back up to center. And as you breathe out, find length through the right side, bending off to the left. We'll do this 2 more times. Follow your breath now. But what you'll notice with Tyler is that he's lifting up and out of his shoulder joints. Every breath in, he's getting taller. And every breath out, he's not just dumping into the side body, he's lifting up and out of the shape. We'll move through this just 1 more time to the right. To center, to breathe in. Left, to breathe out. Inhale, rise, hands come down. Just roll through your shoulders back in space 3 times. Getting rid of any of that sensation or energy that lingers. And then 3 forward in space. Good. Guys, keep your left leg where it is. Straighten your right leg out and off to the side. Really nice. Now from here, ground down through your left hand behind your left sitting bone. As you breathe in, send the hip points forward. You're on your left knee, your right foot, and reach this hand back. Now just observe if you're reaching back in space or if you're following the line of the torso, you may receive different sensations through the side body. We're here pretty early. It's not about the back bend, it's more about this gentle opening. So we'll take 1 more big breath in. Slowly windmill back down as you breathe out. Let's swap over legs. Right heel comes in towards the body, left leg out straight and off to the side. Right hand grounds, flash dance as you breathe in, sending the hip points forward, reaching your left hand back. Now keep energetically sending your hip points forward, your left hand back in space. The more that we can open this anterior side, the better. Again, not cranking into the lower back, not dumping into that space. Keep pushing the floor away for 1 more big breath in. Slow and steady, breathe out, really nice. Guys, if you need to roll out the shoulders once again from carrying that weight, you're more than welcome. But from here, we're going to plant our hands down and find a downward facing dog. Now, me included, it's easy to become complacent in this posture because we are here so much. But this length in the lower half, strength in the upper half is perfect for a 2021 body. This arms overhead, pushing the floor away is a really beautiful orientation our shoulders aren't in a lot of the time. So make sure you treat the lower half with care by bending the knees and turning the sitting bones up after you've moved the way you need to move. We'll spend just 1 more breath in. A really long breath out. Right leg to the sky as you inhale. Take your knee all the way to the nose, push the floor away a lot, breathe out. Send it back up just 1 more time, breathe in. Really work on this active hip compression, hug the knee in towards your chest, push the floor away to step in between the hands. Rise up, crescent lunge. Good. Now, the lower half, you guys know how to set that up. Let's talk more to the upper half. Take the belly button towards the spine. Your rib points and your hip points, knead them together with your core. And then from there, turn your pinky fingers towards one another and lift your biceps by your ears. It's going to ensure we're lifting up and out of the side body. We'll take one more big breath in. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2 as you breathe out. Now again, we tend to become complacent in postures that we see a lot, but the potency of this posture is so big. It's a beautiful orientation for the hips, strengthening the lower half, and again, the shoulders. Can we take just one more breath out? Stay deep in the legs, reverse your warrior as you breathe in. Extended side angle as you exhale. Length through left side body. Keep reaching up and forward with that left hand. But the right side body is very much included in this posture. As much as we're getting length through this left side, we want that same kind of length in the right side. So make sure you're not rounding over and dumping onto the thigh, but you're more so lifting and up off of the thigh, finding strength through the right obliques. Length left, strength right. We'll get ready for one more big breath out. Take your left hand down to the earth, right hand to the sky, side plank, left obliques working now. If you want, you can bring your bottom knee to the earth to modify this posture. You choose. But today I'm going to encourage you, start to reach this left hand forward, right hand forward, and find length through the right side body. Really nice, guys. Beautiful hold. Lift your hips just a little higher. Good. On your next exhale, ground down your right hand, lower through chaturanga. You can bring your knees to the earth. Take an upward facing dog. Push through the hands. A downward facing dog as you breathe out and land. Immediately, we should be able to notice the difference between one side and the other. Whether that be really loud or quiet, there should be a difference. See if you can pinpoint it. Take that long breath out. Left leg will rise as you breathe in. Keep the hips square. Work on this active hip compression, pushing the floor away, tiger curl. Breathe in, find the buoyancy, but again, keep those hips square. Knee all the way to the nose. Push the floor away as hard as you can. Step, Anjayanasana to rise. Let the lower half set itself up. You guys know how to do this. Focus on the upper half. Knead together, hip points, rib points, belly on, but not so much that you can't breathe. And then actively turn pinky fingers towards one another. Take just one more buoyant breath in. As you breathe out, start to open up through that right hip, warrior 2. Now, to say that we're going to focus on the upper half doesn't mean that we're not mindful about the lower half. We're still setting up this really beautiful, strong foundation. Once we feel as if we've got that set, start to work up the body. Let your shoulders soften, but keep your arms strong. Belly on. Once again, let's breathe out. Reverse to inhale. Length through left side. Extended side angle. Now strength through left side. Length through right side. Now in these really common postures that we see a lot, immediately because we take our attention somewhere else, the posture changes. And that's why it's so important we don't become complacent. There's so much to be found. Let's breathe out just one last time. Mindfully ground that right hand. Push the floor away and roll to your side plank. Vashisthasana. Again, reach forward with that left hand. Find the side bodies even here, but keep your right shoulder blade hugging down your back. We'll take one more big breath in. Keep hips buoyant. Reach forward. Slow and steady. Lower down on your knees. Always welcome. Upward facing dog, a big breath in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Really nice, guys. Let's flow it through. One breath, one movement. Right leg, let it lift. Just one tiger curl, make it count. Squeeze the air out. Step in between the hands, Anjayanasana. Big breath in. Warrior two, keep that front knee isolated, arms strong. Reverse, that fluidity creeps into the upper body. Extended side, use your whole exhale to arrive. Left hand will ground, right hand reaches forward, breathe in. Lower down, chaturanga, hug elbows in. Upward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog to breathe out. Let the left leg lift as you inhale. Knee all the way to the nose as you breathe out. Step and rise, breathe in. Virabhadrasana 2, breathe out. Reverse, feel the left side body's lengthen. Extend, feel the left side body strengthen. Right hand to the earth, reach that left hand forward, find length. Chaturanga, lower down, slow, collarbones stay broad. Up dog, squeeze the glutes, thighs off the earth. Downward facing dog to breathe out. Let's go again. Right leg will rise. Take a long inhale. Ripple forward, knee all the way to the nose. Step, Anjayanasana, breathe in. Virabhadrasana 2, breathe out. Slow and steady, reverse as you inhale. Extend as you exhale. Left hand down, right forward. Take a big breath in. Slow and steady, lower down as you breathe out. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg, let it lift. See if you can really hug that knee in, even using the core. Step, ground the feet, lift the hands, breathe in. Virabhadrasana 2, can you sink a little deeper? We're not here for long. Reverse, left side bodies, feel them. Extend, now right side bodies, feel them. Right hand down, left reaches forward. Control this movement and lower. Breathe out. Upward facing dog, that big breath in. Downward facing dog as you exhale, guys. Yes, it's a half an hour class, but we are moving through this just one last time. When you are ready, begin your flow. Now today we've kept it quite simple, as far as these are postures you see in many of our classes. But it's about taking our awareness somewhere different and allowing you to feel the different components that make up each and every posture. So often we bring our attention to the same place. But can you alter that? Can you move to the breath but take your focus in different areas? You guys will start to observe this inner teacher, your breath, will start to guide you through this flow. So for this last side, as best as you can, use Tyler as reference, but see if that muscle memory, if the body can start to maneuver its way through posture to posture, and allow your breath to dictate how slowly you move. But know, if you'd like to actively move slower, breathe slower. Allow your attention to stay with the breath. Last time to lower. See if you can slow down that movement. Good. Up dog. Squeeze your shoulder blades together more. Downward facing dog to breathe out. Really nice, guys. Slowly start to bring your knees towards the earth. Keep your hips over your knees. We're coming into Anahatasana. melting heart pose. Now it's quite important where we position our hips. We want to make sure that they're directly on top of the knees. The reason being is because that's when they're at their highest. When your hips are at their highest, we've got the most angle we can get, creating length through the anterior side of the upper body, the front side. Just make sure that your arms are still active. We're not just dumping into the shoulder, allowing our chin to carry all of the weight. That we still have this beautiful activity, so we're finding active range in comparison to passive and empty range. Just keep that breath going. One more big breath in. And a longer breath out. Really nice. Slowly lower down onto your belly. Good. Bring your arms down by your side. We're just coming into one Shalabhasana, just one. So make sure your palms are facing the earth, pinky fingers framing hips. As you breathe in, start to peel chin, chest, shoulder heads off the earth. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hug your legs in towards the midline. Squeeze your glutes. Now, as best as you can, stay this buoyant. But once you are ready, reach your arms forward just for one big breath in. Keep biceps by ears. Bring them back down by your sides. Lower all the way down as you breathe out. Wobble your hips just a little side to side. Good. Start to ground down through your hands into the earth. Push yourself back to a seat. Really nice. Straighten out through your right leg off and to the side. And keep your left heel in towards the midline of the body. And just take a moment to sit. Close down your eyes and maybe observe how quick your heart is beating. And before we move anywhere else, please slow down that breath out. Once you feel as if you are ready to move on, know you can stay as long as you need. Allow the back of your right forearm to fall along the inner right leg. And then slowly start to lift that left arm up and over. As best as we can, we really want to ground down through this left sitting bone. And then begin to reach past the foot, but open the chest by drawing that left shoulder back in space. This is where we're going to find the most length we can through this left side body. And that's really been the point today, this part of the body that we tend to leave out, we forget, has now been the main focus of our class, and yet we've been able to find that through our really common postures. Take one more big breath in to reach. As you breathe out, ground down through that left hand. Let's find flash dance once again. Observe if there is a difference. Maybe you move this right hand forwards and backwards a little bit just to notice if there is any change in sensation. Keep sending the hip points forward now. We'll just be here for one more big breath in. As you exhale, slowly move down towards the earth, and let's swap over sides. Straighten out through the left leg, bring that right heel towards the hips. As you can see, Tyler's squaring his chest off to the bent leg already. And then from there, keeping his chest open towards the sky. He'll lay that left arm however feels right and start to reach up and pass the foot with his right hand. Now know, you guys are in control. You can ground down energetically that right sitting bone super heavy into the earth. And as you're doing that, keep reaching up and out of the side body with the right hand. Yes, we are in a static posture. We're holding, but please keep the breath fluid. And just one more big breath in to reach. Ground down that right hand on purpose. Feel your hand imprint into the earth as you send your hip points forward, left arm back. Again, play around with this arm, whether it's completely in line with the torso or you're taking it back a little bit further in space. Noticing the difference in sensation from us doing this at the beginning of class. When you are ready, slowly bring yourself back down, both legs together. Find the passive variation of Paschimottanasana next. Still moving our sitting bones back in space. And then once you are ready, simply curl over through the spine. Offer this heaviness to the forehead, to the chin. Passively round over in this shape. It's not very often at all Tyler and I will encourage you to be passive in any postures in Vinyasa. But here we aren't tapping into the muscular system, this is about the fascial system. So you may feel sensation anywhere from the back of your skull, the whole way through the back body to the tips of your toes. Keep hanging the head heavy. Just 2 more breaths. Slowly roll up. Lay down on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Hug them in really tight. Maybe if you want to, you start to curl your forehead towards your knees. After that slight extension, we find contraction. Good. Once you feel as if you're ready, allow both knees to fall over to the right. Let them stack on top of one another. Ground down through your left shoulder blade. During our during our flash dance, we found extension through the spine. Our Pashi, we found flexion. Now allow this thoracic rotation to enter the body. This is the perfect way for us to care for our body and keep our spine healthy. Keep that left shoulder blade heavy, grounded. See if you can find a little extra twist as you exhale. And then slowly swap over sides. Knees towards the center, allow them to roll off into the left, right shoulder blade heavy. Once again, keep that breath fluid, right shoulder blade grounded. If you haven't already, this is the perfect opportunity. Close down through your eyes, soften your jaw. And gently begin to find center. Lay your legs out long. Your hands down by your side. eyelids, jaw, shoulders heavy. Really begin to notice that rise and fall of the belly as you land here in Shavasana. Slowly bring your attention back towards the breath, back into the physical body. Wiggle through your fingers and your toes and allow that ripple of movement to create a wave rolling you to your favorite side. And slowly push yourself up to a seat. Land with your hands in Anjali Mudra. Bow your head to your hands. Together we acknowledge the practice, we acknowledge each other, and we acknowledge ourselves. Namaste.
Namaste.
To all of you beautiful yogis that continuously reach out to us, thank you, thank you, thank you. We cannot wait to see you all soon.